everyone, FPL Tribe here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this second episode of Talking Transfers, we will be discussing a few pertinent transfer options for Game Week 4. I'm joined by ever so poised, ever so calm Markku. How are you doing, buddy? How was the game week?
Game week was decent enough. Small red arrow on this week seems like a good week.
Yeah.
It's been a little bit of carnage. 54 points, -4, and overall rank of 480,000.
But it's good. In a way, it's good that these weeks need to happen. Otherwise, it becomes a very mundane and a boring game. So these weeks are most welcome. All right, let's talk transfers for Game Week 4. Before that, so there are obviously a couple of things which are going to be taken into consideration by FPL managers. One is obviously Champions League is going to start after Game Week 5. And now the fixture congestion is going to start. So, this is a tweet by a friend, FPL Goat. So Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So Friday, one gap again, and Saturday, Sunday finish. Three game weeks in 9 days. We have not seen this kind of a fixture congestion so early in the season. Obviously, this is not a normal regular season because there's a World Cup in the middle.
And one point about rotation, it's a little bit difficult because with 5 subs, even if you have a strong bench, it might be that your players get 1-point cameos more easier. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult. For example, Andreas Pereira, I would be happy if he came on from my bench, but the thing is that there's a good chance he doesn't because there's gonna be 5 subs and a lot of 1-point cameos. So let's see how it goes.
And another point of to be considered is there are a few matches on Tuesday and Wednesday as well as we speak. For like West Ham is playing in the Conference League. There's a Carabao Cup matches as well. So all right, let's get straight into it. We discussed it last week as well. It looks more or less the same. Yes, Brighton and Brenton were on top last week as well when we were speaking after Game Week 2, and they didn't disappoint. Yes, of course, Brentford didn't win, but the assets which we spoke about, especially Tony, he delivered.
You have a double Leicester goalkeepers, the 4 million goalkeepers, then I think the best pick, if you want to replace one of them, I think you probably should go for Sanchez. Even if you look at like stats-wise, they're one of the best teams right now. Okay, it's only 3 game sample, but I think eye test-wise also, it looks like they're really strong defense.
Now, people who have Ward, if something was to happen, there might be a lot of people who, if a lot of wildcards are happening, people will sell Ward, and there might be a possibility of him going to 3.9, 3.8 because he's 27% owned. So people should kind of take care of it. Brentford and Brighton, both the keepers are at 4.5. Leeds United is the third one. What a win for them.
Yeah, it was beautiful to watch. And you remember last week, and like Chelsea were on top of Spurs, and this week Leeds were all over Chelsea.
Correct.
So it's a very interesting game, this game of football.
Manages with 2 Chelsea defenders, a tough one to really keep two. But having said that, the next game is Leicester home and then Southampton away, and these 2 are the worst defenses right now. As far as Chelsea's attacks are concerned, I would still feel, these are the 2 next to fixtures are the fixtures to attack. These are the stats for the defenders, and these are arranged as per XGI, expected goal involvement, for the last 3 games. Reece James right there at the second spot. Alexander-Arnold obviously topping it, but that's the only number where it's looking good for Alexander-Arnold. Otherwise, 0 clean sheets, 4 FPL points out of 3 games. The chances created his highest, which is obviously there's no surprise there. Now, looking at the state of affairs at Liverpool at the back, does it really make sense, or will it be asking for too much for people to really look away from Trent and go somewhere else?
For me personally, I wouldn't go. As we can see, his attacking numbers are great. Defensively, they have not kept any clean sheets for sure. That's been very frustrating. Now they're going to face Bournemouth at home. That's no way you should move them out before that game. That's kind of a no-brainer. Maybe double defense, you could definitely make a case of moving away from, let's say, Robertson. But for me, Trent is going to stay.
And with this fixture congestion, I think Tsimikas might get a start as well. 2 or 3 names here are Perisic, Trippier, and the the Brighton assets. As you can clearly see, Brighton assets obviously not really known for their attacking numbers, 0 chances created, and so on and so forth. But if somebody was to go to Brighton defensive assets, it has to be just for the clean sheets. If somebody was to look away from and just want to stay big at the back, Perisic after Reece James, Trent, and Cancelo.
Like playing crazy high up the pitch and taking great positions, and I bought Perisic in for this game week, and I
Right.
was very very happy how he performed. As we know from before, the problem is gonna be his minutes because he's 33 years old. He has Ryan Sessegnon, he's a good player as a
Yeah.
backup, and there's gonna be Champions League and a lot of fixtures. He's not gonna play all of them, so I think if you want to get him, maybe it might be time to do it now because
Yeah.
soon it's gonna be a lot of rotation, and we don't know how it goes. Only problem being that there was some rumors about him having possibly some issue after the game, some
Correct.
injury.
Correct. Yeah.
So that's a little bit worrying. I have to wait and see about it.
Though I think game week 4 obviously is still a week away, I think 4 days away, and I think Spurs is playing on a Sunday, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
So they still have a lot of time to rest. That's not an issue. And obviously the Champions League draw happens, I think, this week. Conte doesn't have a good record at Champions League, so he would like to kind of set that record straight as well. I would my guess would be I think Perisic would be preferred in Champions League. Ryan Sessegnon still has a little bit of experience in Premier League from last season, and he has started well as well this season. So my assumption would be that Sessegnon will start in Premier League and Perisic will start in Champions League. And Perisic has had a lot of experience in Champions League. So people like you who already have Perisic obviously need to keep now, obviously for one more week. But for people who want to get him now, that'll be you really have to wait till the last moment. If he doesn't play this one, then game week 5 is the midweek. Whether he's going to play that one or not really sure.
Yeah, I'm looking at his fixtures. I'm really, if he's fit and no injury problem, that West Ham game is really like scary for minutes wise.
Then
like
it's
I said,
Fulham away. That's Fulham, and then it's City away.
Yeah,
so I'm
he's
sure
gonna
Conte
play
would
City
want-
game. Yeah,
Absolutely. So Fulham, there's no way he's playing.
yeah. This is very.
Uh,
If you get him,
so-
you have to know that it's high risk, high reward game for you. to get
Absolutely.
him in.
and have a strong 12th man on your bench. So
Yeah, but like I said
was a
before,
regular.
I'm really thinking that he's gonna get some minutes, probably the 5 subs, or at least there's a high chance. So that's
Right.
that's the problematic thing about it. You get him, and if he had 3 subs, I'd be very happy to own him and just think, yeah, I'll get Andreas Pereira from the bench, no problem if he misses a game every now and then.
Yeah.
But there's a really high risk of 1 point cameo from him. But of
Correct,
course, he's
correct.
playing so attacking that he could get an attacking return.
He's so good in crossing. Even if he gets a little bit of space, he's so quick in actually just sending across. It's amazing. His final third touches is 45, though he hasn't even, and he just one start as compared to others. So his average is anyways the highest amongst as compared to Trent, who's 110 touches in final third in 3 games. So he's around 36, 37 per game. And I think Perisic is right there. His chances created in 1 game, or I think 1.5 game that he's played is 5 already.
Yeah,
So
and the thing
it's
is,
crazy.
if you look at his numbers from last season, I believe his XG numbers were actually higher than his XA
Yeah,
numbers, and he didn't post any shots last game. But when you look at his history, he should be very like shooting as well and getting high XG as well, and he hasn't yet to show that. So he has really high upside.
Brentford defenders. If somebody wants to have a fourth cheap defender, you can pick either of these, Welshman and Webster,
I think.
or you go for the goalkeeper.
Yeah, maybe if you have the chance, the goalkeeper might be the best option. My first instinct was to go for Dunk. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go for him, but that's what I'm thinking. So at least a Brighton defender at 4.5, I think it's fair to say they offer a great value. So I think I'm gonna go there. But which one, I'm not sure yet.
Looking at their opposition, Leeds home, Fulham away, and Fulham at home has been terrific. Leicester is right now the worst in terms of defense, but they are known for their attacking skills. So all these 3 teams, I think, have started well in terms of attack, and I wouldn't be surprised if they score against Brighton. So if somebody wants to get a Brighton defender, and including you, it has to be like well thought of.
And what do you think from options, let's say from 4.5 to 5.0?
Yeah, I won't go anywhere near Brentford and Leeds in terms of defense. Arsenal, someone does not have a defender already, or even a goalkeeper. I have Zinchenko, so I don't want to now make a move and go to Gabriel or a Saliba. Saliba scored 2 goals. It's fine. It's not going to happen every weekend or every third week, so it's fine. But the defense looks rock solid because of the fact that Gabriel is there. Ramsdale gave a lot of save points last season. Now Gabriel is so solid in the first 3 games. He has been so solid. I'm really worried that Ramsdale is going to get again so many saves this season. So if somebody wants to get an Arsenal defender, I think it has to be Gabriel. Or if somebody has 0.2 more, Zinchenko is right there.